Welcome to Chapter 2 of the NANU Tsunami Evacuation Zone Portal Tour. In this video, I'll show you how to use and interpret the map. So the first thing you may want to do is zoom in on an area on the map, and there are several ways to do this. You can use the zoom level scale on the map to zoom in and out, double-click a location on the map to zoom into that point. If you have a scroll wheel on your mouse, you can also use that to zoom in and out. And finally, you can use our Regions button located in the menu column to select a preset region to zoom into. As an example, I'm going to select the South Oregon Coast Region button and then use my mouse scroll wheel to zoom into Gold Beach. Once you reach a certain zoom level, you will see various marker icons appear. These indicate buildings or locations that would be important during and after an earthquake or tsunami event, such as emergency services, assembly areas, and bridges, which may or may not withstand a local Cascadia earthquake. Besides the markers, you can also see that Gold Beach is covered by 3 different colors, each indicating a hazard zone. Oregon and Washington are at risk of being hit by 2 different types of tsunamis, one triggered by a distant earthquake and one triggered by a local earthquake. As you can see in this evacuation diagram, the hazard zones are based on elevation. A tsunami triggered by a distant earthquake, like the 1964 tsunami from the Alaska earthquake or the 2011 tsunami from the Japan earthquake, is the smaller of the 2 tsunamis and is predicted to flood only lower elevation areas. A tsunami triggered by a local earthquake, which would be an earthquake that occurs off the coast of Oregon or Washington in the Cascadia subduction zone, would produce a larger tsunami that would impact low and mid elevation areas. Going back to the map, you can see that we use the same colors in that elevation diagram. Orange shows the predicted flood area for a distant earthquake. If a distant earthquake occurs, people in Oregon and Washington won't feel the earthquake, but may have up to several hours to evacuate to the yellow and green zones as directed by local emergency managers. Yellow shows the predicted maximum extent of flooding for a local earthquake. When the local earthquake occurs off the coast of Oregon or Washington, it will be around a magnitude 9 and will shake the ground for 5 to 15 minutes. After the earthquake, people in both the orange and yellow zones will have 15 to 30 minutes to get to safe ground in the green zone. As of December 2011, only the South Oregon coast and Cannon Beach have these detailed maps with 3 zones. Some areas, such as Newport, have 2 zones showing only the predicted flood area for the local earthquake and the safe zone. And some areas have not been mapped yet, and therefore don't have any hazard or safe zone information. In Washington, there are no plans to update the current information, but in Oregon, all the coastal communities will have the new 3-zone maps by the end of 2013. You can find more information about the maps under the Info button. Even though we provide information about evacuation zones, please check with your local emergency managers about specific evacuation routes and assembly areas. Please join me in our next video that shows you how to find and save locations using the Place feature.